Okay, today is Tuesday and it's 11:58 a.m. And I've got $5,234 in my account. I've made this amount over the past 2 weeks, and I'm going to show you step by step exactly how this system works so that you'll be able to trade exactly like I do using my system. Now, in order to make a trade, you have to click on the 60 seconds tab. Let me just click on it right over here. You can choose the currency pair you want to trade. I'm trading the Euro USD. Here you have the call button and the put button, the payout for this trade, and the return you'll get on your investment. And down here, you have the graph that will show you how the currency has performed during the last hour. Now, I'm clicking on the Binary Options tab. As you can see here, you have what's called the Trader Choice, which is a social trading tool that tells you what direction the majority of traders are trading at the moment. This tool is immensely important to this trading strategy, and it's very accurate, especially with optionow, thanks to the huge number of traders on the site who are online and trading at the same time all hours of the day. So, at the moment, 56% of traders are saying the Euro USD currency pair is going to go up. So we're going to go with the majority of traders. Notice that checking the Trader Choice is step number 1. Okay, the second step is clicking again on the 60 seconds tab on the Euro USD chart. We'll enter a $5 trade quickly, and quickly clicking on the Call tab and Approve. So we're on. Position approved is a confirmation of the trade we've just submitted. Here you can see the currency or asset you're trading. The arrow shows you the direction you're trading, and then you've got the value of the currency pair when I entered into the trade and the current value of the currency pair I'm trading. And, of course, the payout for the trade, $8.50. So with optionow, you have updates in real time on your trade. The key thing when you trade and see that the trade turns red is not to get excited. No matter whether your trade is green or red at the moment, it really doesn't matter. A lot of people tend to get stressed as soon as they see the red bar, and this is very important for me to emphasize. If you're here just to win one trade, you're in the wrong business. You have to keep your emotions separate from your trading session. Remember, as long as you're trading in the same direction as the majority of traders, you know you have an advantage. And that advantage is that you are a consistent trader with a real strategy. All right, looks like the bar has turned green and this one is a winning trade after all. Well then, that's not what I expected, but I'll roll with it. I won the $8.50, which means I've made a profit of $3.50 and my balance is automatically updated, as you can see. So what I'll do now is start with step 1 all over again. Click the Binary Options tab. Look at the popularity tool to see what direction most traders are trading. As you can see, 56% are saying it's going to go up. Let's enter a $5 trade again at the same direction, hit call, and then approve, and we're on again. As you can see, the trade is on, so now if I win this trade, I'll simply go back to step 1 and 2 again and continue making these small $3.50 profits, which will add up to a nice amount of money as long as I don't lose a trade. Since I'm trading in the same direction as the majority of traders, it can take a while to lose a trade, but once it does happen, I'll just move on to step 3. Step 3 involves a $20 trade, enough to recoup your $5 loss, the $20 investment, and generate a profit of $9 on top of it, and stay in the black. So we've got just a few seconds until this trade comes in. I had hoped you'd get to see a losing trade. Yep, it looks like this is a losing trade and I'm down the $5 trade. So the actual payout is 0. So in no time, I'm opening up a $20 trade. Click call and approve. And we're on. The actual payout would be $34. Now, as you may have noticed, an important thing about this strategy, especially when trading 60-second binary options, is the speed at which you enter into the trade. As soon as you lose a trade, don't hesitate for a second. You've got to follow up by continuing to the next step in order to recoup your loss and catch that currency fluctuation. So the trade has just expired, and the actual payout is a fantastic $34. And my new balance is automatically updated to $5,246.50. So I want to show you the expired positions tab. So I'm clicking on it, and as you can see, I have the Euro USD and the one $5 trade with a payout of $8.50 and an actual profit of $3.50 on that one. I have the lost trade of $5 with a payout of 0, and the last trade that I just won with a payout of $34. All right, so we're going to move on. I'm going back to the binary options tab, checking the positioning of the traders on the Euro USD trading currency. And as we can see, 44% are saying it will go down from the current levels and 56% are saying it's going to go up. So let's click the 60 seconds tab, enter a $5 trade, click call, and then approve, and we're on. All right, let's hope that this time you're going to get to see a losing trade. Really, sometimes it can take ages to get to that losing trade position using this system. I could actually make a losing trade quite easily by trading against the majority as shown by the popularity tool. But I'm staying loyal to the steps in the system so that I can better show you what it's really like. I want you to see the complete step-by-step system from start to finish. And this is a live video, so it's not always easy to plan these things out. But hey, we're just going to continue to roll with it, and I hope that you'll get to see the next step properly soon. All right, you can see that the time is running out on this trade. And as you can see, again, we've got a winning trade. And the $8.50 payout was updated automatically in the account, and we have $5,250. So we're quickly going to click on the binary options tab again, and the trader's direction hasn't changed. It's still favoring the call button. I'm going to click on the 60-second tab again, click call, and approve. All right, we finally got that red bar we were looking forward to seeing. Don't take that the wrong way. I'm not happy about it, but I'm not sad about it either. My emotions are completely removed from my trading. It's imperative that you maintain the same separation as well when you're trading, no matter if it's green or red. But since it looks like this trade is definitely not going to be a winner at this point, it's time to prepare for the next step. All right, I'm going to have my cursor ready on the investment tab, ready to choose $20 as the next step. Remember, this is step number 3. Just wait for the countdown here. There it goes. Yep. And immediately I'm moving on to the next step. Notice that I don't have time to look at the popularity tool now, but that's okay. It doesn't change every single minute, and speed is of the essence here. Click $20, call, and approve, and we're on. Now notice that I'm not pausing the video and saying I'll be back in a second or anything like that. I really want you to experience how this system works live. But while we're waiting, let's discuss step number 4. If we do end up losing this $20 trade, the next trade will be a $50 trade, which will bring in a profit of $35. Again, this is enough to cover your $25 in total losses from the $5 trade and the $20 trade and make a profit of $10 on top of it. So, as you can see, the bigger the investment gets, the bigger the profit you can make as well. As long as I know I've got a bigger profit waiting just around the corner, it keeps me going. So it doesn't look like this trade is going to be a winning trade after all. It's still red and very far away from my entry point. I have to get ready with the next trade of $50 since we have only a few seconds until this one expires. I'll go for $50 and get ready to hit that call button. And here you go. Click on OK, and we're already moving on to the next trade. So this trade is a $50 trade, and I'm going to take the time again to discuss the next trade, which will be a bit trickier. It's the $150 trade, and I really, really do hope you get to see it. I rarely get the chance to use this step since I trade according to the popularity tool in the same direction as the majority of traders. But today we're lucky in that respect because the percentage shown in the popularity tool is not super decisive, about 57% saying up and 43% saying down. So I really hope you get to see what happens next. And basically what you'll want to do if this trade doesn't come in is go for a $150 trade. The tricky part is that they don't have this amount available as a default, so I'm going to need to work around it. What I need to do is quickly go for a $100 trade, and then very quickly, immediately after that, I need to go for another trade. This one is $50, and I need to do this as soon as possible so that both trades will expire almost simultaneously. So let me get that $100 trade ready to go, and yes, you'll get to see the next step live. You have to be quick, okay, and immediately add another $50 trade without even hesitating for a second, and we are on. Now, at this point, my odds are looking much, much better. You have to remember, I am consistently trading in the same direction as the majority of traders with a very, very predictable currency pair like the Euro-USD. And unless there is some serious news regarding the Euro or US dollar or some unexpected crash, I can be quite confident that this trade will come in. That is also one of the reasons why I recommend trading the Euro-USD currency pair, as it's not as volatile as other more exotic currency pairs, but of course you can trade any currency pairs that you feel very comfortable with. And as you can see, as expected, it's looking very green. You can already calculate the massive return for this $150 trade, which will boost my balance enough to cover any losses for today, and at a very generous profit as well. Let's wait for the countdown. And I've won this trade, and the other trade will come in very soon. Remember, you have to set up both of these trades almost simultaneously with as small a gap as possible, and it looks like this one is another successful trade. Look at that, $255 in just 60 seconds, which is already showing up in my account balance, as you can see. But remember, we also had a few losing trades there, so this $255 is not all profit. But we started off with $5,234, and if I do a bit of math here, 1 second, we come out in the black with this trade with a $46 profit, a very good result for just 10 minutes of work. Now, for those of you who are still not sure whether this system works or not, what I suggest is that you go and open an account with optionow and just give it a go. Once you understand the system, you'll be on your way, and you can use several different deposit methods, including all major credit cards and debit cards, plus wire transfers and money bookers. Now, all of these methods work the same way when withdrawing your money from optionow, and that's another great thing about this platform. They respond quickly when you ask for a withdrawal, and it takes only a short time before your money appears in your bank account or on your credit card, as opposed to many other platforms out there. Now, for those of you who are still not sure whether this system works or not, what I suggest is that you open an account with optionow and just give it a go. So there it is. I wish you great success and hope you enjoy my new trading system.